blessings involved contracts. Welcome back to Pisces TV. This is your tea with Tana. All right, so if you are new to the channel, Tea with Tana is where we get into, anything. All right, we focus on the what is it? The glass half full, motivation. Getting over obstacles. We focus on positivity over here, but in Tea with Tana, anything can come out, and I'm gonna let it rip, honey. So take a seat. Check the description box if you are new. If not, if you're interested in membership, the link to Patreon is there. All of my Shark members are spoiled. Okay, so check that out. And if you hadn't already, subscribe, of course. Hit the like button if it does resonate. I appreciate the thumbs up, and it helps to show YouTube that I'm doing a good job, so I appreciate those. Also, with the mixers and the speed dating and all of the activities that we have virtually, stay tuned to the community board for updates, the agenda, as well as the schedule. So I've gotten better at making announcements. So some of my members or followers, subscribers, whatever, they saw the notification that we would be doing Tea with Tana. So if you catch a reading and you like it, stay tuned in the community board as they come up sporadically. Like I may be working on like the heritage readings if you want to know about past life energy, your gifts, soulmate issues, finances, like everything we talk about, even health. You guys are due for a health reading soon. So the notification bell, subscription, all of that matters when you want to keep me on your timeline and get those notifications. So without further ado, okay, let's go ahead and get started. We're going to start with an icebreaker, and then I'll break it down. We may jump into different scenarios, but I will do a Celtic spread for your, and why did I know this was coming? For your, y'all like tarot. So here we have the lobster, the first card to come out. Now, if it doesn't resonate, stay tuned and catch what does resonate for you. With the lobster coming out, it talks about a financial pinch. Be mindful of that. I like to plan ahead, and that's the energy of the kangaroo. Like some unforeseen things do come up, and I love the videos that say prosperity and abundance, and oh my God, it's good and it's fit to turn around. That's cool, but sometimes reality sets in, or you are going through something different than maybe the collective is, and I like to know. So for some of you guys, there could be a financial pinch, a bind, and a need to kind of plan ahead, maybe save. I'm looking at the fours. Others of you that may have experienced financial embarrassment and you already know about this pinch, I have good news. Things will not always be this way. Change is coming here. So pay attention to your work, whatever it is that you're working on. And we start this reading out either with finances or some things that you may get into with a Cancer, where Cancer may fall in your chart. And why did I say that? Because we are in a Cancer moon. Just got the notification a couple of hours ago. So as we got over the full moon energy, now we are in a Cancer moon and the crab comes out. All right, so we got lobster coming up out of the water, because here where it has pale, the water spills. So maybe that's why the lobster's coming out. But it says time to get out of a situation. So for some of you, it could be leaving a situation, which we did kind of talk about in the financial reading. But I love the caterpillar. Now, the reason why I chuckled a bit, because I thought the caterpillar blooms into a butterfly. And so you heard it. I'm sitting here shuffling the cards to get ready. And the Two of Pentacles comes out, which talks about change, okay? Refusing to see some things and a need to kind of get out of a situation. So maybe revisiting some things, and maybe we're in that moon phase where it is time to, you've set new intentions, walked away from things that no longer serve. And we're in the beginning phases of the moon cycle where some of us may be at the drawing board, okay? But I definitely do like that. Another thing about the Two of Pentacles, that's why I say I don't know what side of the fence you're on. It could talk about some type of embarrassment, maybe emotionally being embarrassed and, kind of being in your feelings, somebody you're dealing with too. Not to point fingers at Cancer, but Cancer is an energy of taking care of the home, love, and all that kind of stuff. And so if there are any turbulent tides there, could be an issue with Cancer. Others of you, this, like I said, in a transformative type energy, is about staying busy, kind of like staying afloat with the Two of Pentacles and juggling, okay? So a lot of you will have the wit, you know, the mental energy, the physical energy to kind of juggle through, you know, what's going on, all right? So let's see, that's first on the docket. I have several of these T cards. That's why they're so fun. So that may not be for everybody. We have another stack here, and I will continue to kind of intertwine throughout the reading. That's the fun of the Tea with Tana, okay? They don't tell how far we go with these cards or into whose business. Cross watchers are welcomed as well. So next situation or scenario, let's see what we got. I'm going to turn them all together, okay? Honor and okay, that's a lot. Well, let's see. I'll take them. We can talk about it. We have temptation will test you with the apple that has been coming up. Honor and respect will come to you. So some of you are definitely not tempted by whatever this apple is, okay? Any outcome, okay? Temporary situations, sexual matters, peace and harmony, waiting for news. You will be shown the way, and a candle. Okay, the crown, the candle, and the apple. Somebody having crown apple drinks, okay, under the candlelight. That sounds like a ghetto romantic, okay? You are on the road to success, where it talks about the mountain, all right? Gives me that Eight of Cups energy, where you walked away from something and may come into something else. What is that something else? Wealth for some of you. And then I have hard work ahead here. So just know that there could be something you are tempted to do, or some type of temptation that may come your way. And I feel that as we talk about tests for you Pisces, this could be an energy of passing those tests. If this is Ten of Pentacles energy and you will be shown the way with the candle, it's kind of like the Hermit or the Star energy, where you're being guided to a better situation, okay? Don't know if this is love. Don't know if this is money. Great passion. I kind of thought it was love, but I didn't want to be messy. Is it the King of Wands with the torch here? Great passion, spiritual development, and enlightenment for some of you guys. So this is where you're tested, right? You're going along your path. Something comes up that kind of tempts and tests you. Now, what is this hard work? Because some of you guys, it may be something you want to do. If it's hard work to kind of resist it, or it talks about the table. Okay, we have the Mother of Cups. All right, memories. Okay, reaching out to somebody, want to be tempted. Don't let me find out. Tempted to go backwards. We're gonna move forward, because the Mother of Cups has her back turned to whatever this is, where we have the crown and the mountain. Five of Pentacles. Okay, so on your way into self-discovery. So this is like a midpoint before getting to that King of Pentacles energy, maybe clearing out the subconscious beliefs, doubt, guilt, shame, all that kind of stuff. Or if you are dealing with this type of energy where the Mother of Cups kind of feels left out in the cold because, you know, going back and forth with a situation, having some anxieties, or dealing with a person who kind of comes and goes, all right? Maybe something that needs to be released. Here's the clarity card. So we got the Ace of Swords, because this is a trigger. This is something that may frustrate you, which is why I wouldn't dab and dibble in it. And here's another clarifier that it may definitely be about a lover, past lover. So are you tempted to reach out to someone and telling the universe, your higher self, the divine, whatever, that you have not learned the lesson? Don't feel bad. We do that. It always, I don't want to say it'll bite you in the butt, but from my experience, honey, it is like a not worth it thing, especially if you're dealing with air sign, Libra. And I'm not picking on them, but we did just see the Nine of Swords, where it's like you reach out and you don't get whatever it is you expected. They don't say nothing back, or it's another situation of brief communication and more confusion again, okay? Which for some of you guys, if energy is currency, or something about the moon energy in your shadow side, it's just bringing back that energy. The challenging aspect with the horseshoe talks about good luck, but beware of self-delusion with the dragon. It also talks about prosperity. So for those of you, like I said, coming out of difficult situations, getting into prosperity. And I thought about the horse when I saw horseshoe and it says good luck, a short journey. So again, something very temporary. You may be going somewhere, relocating, but it is temporary, as well as dabbling back into the past or being tempted to reach out, some kind of communication. It will be short-lived. Now, we've been talking about the Chinese astrology a lot, and why do I bring that up? Because we got the dragon, the horse, and now the rooster. I have been posting in the community board. If you're interested in getting like your good luck, bad luck days when it comes to love or finances, just to be better prepared, to have your expectations ready, those readings are available, and sometimes same day availability. But this person, I feel the person that the Queen of Cups could be dealing with may be arrogant, boastful. It says someone that you should not cross, for sure. The dragon and self-delusion, I don't know. The Mother of Cups would see the good in someone that may continuously show them the not so good, because you feel this is a spiritual love. You don't understand why you can't let go. And you definitely need to, because I feel that it leaves you emotionally drained, is what those cards have said. So I feel this Cancer moon may be very detrimental. I have to look up, because, you know, we have so many situations that come about where it's like, oh, this hasn't happened in like 300 years. This won't happen again for, 90 days or whatever the case. I feel like something going on with the moon cycle right now, or where Cancer falls in your chart, could be very significant, especially to a lot of past situations. Now, others of you, when I talked about traveling, you do have vacation here and the kite. So no, in the inner city, shooting somebody a kite definitely means some type of communication. And then we have sunrise, new creative ideas, new venture, a fresh start. So I definitely love that. Where you had the crown in the beginning, now you have the throne. It talks about a position of authority, because someone is getting out of your life. Okay, so some of you guys may be taking a break. I don't know if this is from a relationship, from your job, from something, but taking a break just to get you together. And you have the purse here. Pay attention to your finances, okay? So paying attention to that if you're going on vacation, or like I said, just doing some leisure things because of this possible pinch or whatever is going on financially, just be mindful of that. You may also, whatever communication comes in or something that you may hear, it says disappointment in a friend or a lover with this kite. But in this new creative idea, new venture or fresh start, we have victory in some endeavor. So it's like good and bad news, right? And then for the throne here, this is definitely somebody dealing with a man or some cross-watching man in a situation. Just be mindful of that. That kind of leaves things unclear. And that may be how they control things. We have talked about that, where instead of giving you clarity or a definite answer, it's kind of like this open space. Okay, so just be mindful of that. Others of you, this is the Aquarian energy, because we have February, even though I know some of you guys are February Pisces, but February with a sincere wish being granted definitely feels like the star, as well as receiving a gift. This also came out in the daily vibe. So be mindful of that. Okay. Or someone may come along. It's like, I want to give you something, or, they say something that really spark your interest, but deep down, that's not what's up. Slow and steady wins the race. Changes in your life. So let's talk about the hidden. What is in the unseen? Who's being shady? We can talk about that with the moon card real quick. If there's any shade, okay? Strong if. Didn't say that there was. But if there is any shade dealing with a person, or you could be the shady person. I always look outside of y'all, though, because I know my people ain't shady. Get the cards all mixed up here. Changes in your life. I'll leave it open for that. If not shade, just change it. So 9 of Cups, and this has Moon in Pisces. So Pisces, are you the shady one? So we have 9 of Cups, the Star card. I knew it. King of Wands. So this is getting through the unknown, okay? For some of you, this is being content with the short journeys, the disappointments, the financial pinches, the getting things up off of the ground. The King of Wands talks about excitement, charm, you know, freedom, liberation, and your ability to kind of muster anything because you have the charisma and the pizzazz to get through the most difficult, uncommon situations. You know, could be going at it alone. This could be for my entrepreneurs or just someone who may be having some struggles in life, right? The 9 of Cups talks about friendship. So if this person is not committed and you have a strong admiration for them, they could play on the emotions, or it could be, have you ever noticed like sometimes people come around during certain seasons, certain moon cycles? I had that for a while, but I guess we learned our lessons, or it kind of played out. But it's always like this person would come around during a Libra moon, and that was crazy. So some of you that have Pisces moon, or when the next Pisces moon comes about, I do see, you know, a strong like or desire for something or someone. But here's this contentment. Now, others of you, this could be wish fulfillment for your hard work. It just depends on who you are. And then we have the Tower with the Prince of Wands. So Mars energy with Sagittarius Chariot, kind of like separating yourself from the past, separating yourself from the others, maybe even enjoying your freedom and liberation, where some people could take, you know, being single, being unemployed, being, you know, divorced. You can kind of take that hard if it kind of feels like a loss. But these cards says that you know, may find joy and excitement in it, okay? Some of y'all could be doing some bucket list stuff. Now, on the bright side, I want to say the good side. On the bright side, the moon represents the unknown. If there's no shade, okay, if somebody's not trying to friend zone you, it just talks about, okay, somebody definitely trying to friend zone you. I'm sorry. I did want to throw it out there, though, just as a reader, that the 9 of Cups could be wish fulfillment. The Star talks about wishes, and then the King of Wands would be someone very deserving of it. I was dead on with the Star card because it clarified itself, and there's the person that goes back and forth in and out of your life. Others of you, I feel, and see, look, you see how we're looking at the 9 swords right here? It's 8 swords with the butterfly that hasn't really blossomed yet. And then we have this 9th sword here. So it's like your ability to deal with the in-between and not feel stuck is to become content and find, you know, a way to kind of balance out the energies around you. Others of you, it's definitely somebody that keeps you feeling stuck and playing games with this Star card here because you're strongly attracted to them or need to have more confidence to not be, you know, so wrapped around their finger. The 8 of Cups. Let me push it up so y'all can see. The 8 of Cups could talk about the financial losses, the in-between phases, like I said, that you're working through. And then for my relationship people, the 8 of Cups with this 8 of Swords just talks about something that needs to be, like I said, let go of, because I don't feel that it best serve you, especially if you are that Mother of Cups in that 5 of Pentacle energy, walking away from something or needing to, okay? So that's not so bad. We be having some juice. I don't see no baby mama, baby daddy drama and stuff like that. It doesn't always be that way, but we're gonna see. We will see. Okay. Advice from a friend. You should accept valid criticism. Okay. So who is that? Discord among friends and family. Who has those issues? Okay. Advice from a friend. You should accept valid criticism. Strong emphasis on valid, guys. Okay, so I'm not saying that somebody abuse you, but the dog barking. You know how they say hit dogs holler? Something like that. Like somebody may say something. You may have discord among friend and family that could say something that you need to hear, or you could be offering them advice that they ain't asked for. Usually that's when people get mad. I have had situations where someone comes to you for advice and doesn't really like what you say, because maybe with this Cancer moon, they expected you to, pat them on the back and baby them, and you didn't, okay? The Justice card came out in reverse, okay? So this is Venus, Saturn, Libra energy, but this is like being unapologetic. This is also like needing revenge, wanting revenge, hostility, and stuff like that. Or just wanting forgiveness in something, or wanting an apology and not receiving it and stuff like that. So with the cup where it says you should accept valid criticism, somebody blows up. Somebody definitely blows up and isn't really receptive of said advice. So just be mindful of that. And I'm looking at the 8 of Pentacles with the Prince of Wands, and it says discord among friends and family. That is chaos at the fullest. And I feel like it's a Cancer, again, could be Gemini, but it also talks about, with the cards that I just saw, it also talks about like just someone chaotic. And it could be their emotions. It could be the moon cycle that we keep talking about. It could be because they're in a financial struggle. It could even be the elections, because I haven't paid attention this whole time, but I was just curious to see. I think either way, I want everybody to be safe and nice and play fair. But it's like if one person wins, I feel like their counterpart is like going to act out in frustration. Or if one person wins, the people who lose act out. Or, it's just like, I just don't want that. And since it seems there's like a racial division, even though they got rappers and stuff, the people who act out in the streets, and when I see the rallies and stuff on TV, it seems racially divided. It's not even about income, class, or economics. It's like racially motivated for a lot of people. And that's just what I don't want to happen. I don't want to put it out there because I don't know who you guys voted for. We don't get political, but not trying to be funny. Since I am, in the Los Angeles area, Beverly Hills, all that kind of stuff, and I see how those people act, and I don't mean to be funny when I call them those people, but they get just as rowdy as, some of the activists have gotten about Black lives and all kind of other stuff. So I'm not picking a side. I just don't want nobody acting ignorant. Nobody. And Trump supporters, for them to have such grief with activists and protesters, man, they can get pretty rowdy. And so, especially in the suburbs, you know what I'm saying? That is like not cute at all. All right, so I just had to throw that out there for those of you where it isn't like your friends or family members. It could be, somebody else. And you could be just like me saying, chill, blah, blah. And then it just blows up because maybe they're not really receptive when it comes to listening to feedback, okay? So, change. Something important, such as a new job or a pay raise. We got the bag. And then we have heartache over what you no longer have. So there's that energy again of love or money. And, some people could say, why can't I have both? So let's see. In this, I have marriage. That's cool. I have a wish being granted and feeling tied down and frustrated. So how does that make sense? We have feeling tied down, marriage. A wish being granted, bag. Okay, somebody going through a divorce and getting paid. But let's check out the bag first. Something important, such as a new job or raise. Okay, we got Scorpio, the death. So the end of something, that's sad and unfortunate, but the end of something could bring in some money. Also, Scorpio is a very karmic energy. So being released from debt of some sort could bring about some more money, where someone, see at the beginning of the reading, you had purse, which talked about a pinch of some sort or a decrease in funds. And here's an increase of funds or some type of debt being paid. Now, the feeling tied down or frustrated, the Queen of Wands really want to get out and play because she doesn't feel tied down and she does not feel frustrated. Maybe it's been a rest, some type of recovery. I don't care if it's not really having, Stella get in her groove. So sexually, I don't know if maybe you've had a break. You don't feel attractive. You haven't been attracting what it is that you want. The moon, the shadow aspects have been getting to you where you just kind of been feeling funky. This is revitalizing yourself in the Queen of Wands energy where she is very attractive, gets what she wants, feels energetic, works with that moon energy or whatever. Also that energy of fertility from the Empress with the, the sunflowers, if that is significant to you with the sunflower and the sun here. Also Aries, where it could fall in your chart. Now off top, before I could even really get to it, I feel that there's some change when you break away from someone or something from your past, because here's the separation. Here's a sudden change, a surprise, something unexpected, or like I said, she deals with the moon energy. This is breaking away from that energy or working with the moon energy. Here's the Queen of Pentacles. Usually when we have two or more queens on the board, it could talk about a rivalry. And Aries with Scorpio energy definitely would be a conversation to be had. I would be a fly on the wall in that disagreement. But the Queen of Pentacles coming over marriage, I feel like is the ideal partner where somebody could even be pretending. You know what I'm saying? You'd have a high sex drive, want to get out more, a social butterfly, whatever the case may be, or you could be dealing with someone like that. And then there's this either turning into or pretending to be this Queen of Pentacle energy. But Capricorn is like with Scorpio, kind of like a heavy energy that could be very karmic. Marriages doesn't always talk about intimacy with another. It could talk about just your beliefs and your commitments. It's like you're tied to something. As the Queen of Wands is feeling tied down, with this wishbone, and it talks about a wish being granted. We can slide over there. Okay, I did see the King of Pentacles. I don't know how that fits. Okay, we got 3 wands, 3 cups, 33. The 3 of wands with this Queen of Wands energy, Sun in Aries energy again. Check to see where Aries falls in your chart. It also talks about some ships coming in futuristically, as well as something to celebrate about, because we have the 3 of Cups. So someone that may be very social or wants to be social, that has spent a lot of time focusing on work and home, you could be celebrating about some news, something coming in or a change coming in, as well as, I don't know, a release from some type of commitment. If you've been dedicated and committed to something that takes up a lot of your time, and I don't know, it pays off, whatever the case may be, where you have some time to kind of like play a little bit, that's cool. Definitely love that. An inheritance that you guys may receive in writing, something being given to you, doesn't have to be from a family or friend, and until and where it could be from. All right. So get over the loss, get over the sadness, and find balance. Okay, it's the most important thing. And we will do one more. Oh, and you guys just pick a card. We'll do that. Hello. Christopher says hello. Okay, so one more for the T cards, and I'm going to mix them up a bit. Older woman. Dealing with a relationship with an older woman. Okay, we already talked about that beef and them rivalries, that advice that was not asked for, and all that kind of stuff. But let's see what else comes out here with this older woman. Dealings or a relationship with an older woman. Is this for some of my guys? Major challenge. Oh, damn. Okay. Someone is trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. A wedge. Why is that? Hidden secrets can harm you. One more. And romance. Celebration or party. I'm thinking about that 3 cups. Okay, so somebody's trying to come in between somebody else's relationship. Disappointment and some affair. So is there an affair or not? Somebody's worried about somebody coming in between them and someone else. Or maybe you are the one coming in between somebody and somebody else. But let's see. Well, we got a little bit of juice. Everything else was just much like, I don't know, path preparation, like things that could be coming up. And I appreciate those. So leave me comments if you do too about potential arguments, haters, and financial pinches, Okay. So here we have Temperance, Jupiter, Sagittarius, South Node. All right. This is fire and water. Okay. Make steam. Who's going to be mad? Got the Three of Wands again. So the major challenge to overcome, we just talked about the Queen of Wands, the Three of Wands, and that Three of Cups. And that could have some significance to a major challenge, like something coming ahead that has something to do with you, some others, separation of some sort, because it says someone trying to come between you and a friend or something you want. Here is the Mistress, the High Priestess, and this could be what blows up in a third party situation. Look at that. So kind of piggybacking off of where we just left, this could be a fated encounter. I don't care if it's online, at the grocery store, at the gas station, on your street, or at work. This is an event of some sort. Now, we do get cosmic messages as well. So if it's not you or someone in your environment, somebody at your job, a fight you record at the grocery store, it could be like world news of some sort, where it's some kind of scandal, honey. I hope Jay-Z minding his business. And I'm not trying to be funny, but I saw Sagittarius, an older woman, and just started to laugh. But we got Scorpio. Scorpio and Mars is very destructive energy. And if you add Pluto with Cancer, emotions are involved. The darkest side of the emotions are involved. And if you add passion and fire with that, with the Sun and Aries, Sagittarius, and then the Moon here, it's a very shady situation, I feel, where someone needs to trust themselves. Okay, if you feel someone is coming in between you and your person, here's the Fool card. So we're not gonna play the fool with this Five of Cups. Just be mindful of the emotional manipulation that we've talked about, and the crying spells. Definitely a lesson here that I feel it will continue to repeat itself with this Wheel of Fortune if we don't, take heed to the to the experience. If you don't learn anything from the experience, they may continue to repeat themselves. So keep that in mind. And we have the conflict. So this could be an Aquarius person. Okay, and if not Aquarius person. If not Aquarius, could be an air sign. And I do take the older couples to be the Queen and the King of Swords. So if this is the Queen of Swords here, needing to balance some energies. And then we have the Star here. I feel that this Star and this High Priestess has some type of energy together. And just on the flip side, right, because I'm good like that, if this is a more spiritual message, because the High Priestess with the Queen of Swords is kind of like a very spiritual energy for those of you that have gifts or, a rite of passage or something like that. I feel like major challenges to overcome, being the conflict, is asking you to look forward to the future, because there may be some type of change and financially. But I also appreciate of all of this air and fire energy. This Ace of Pentacles is kind of here to create some type of balance, okay? For those of you in this High Priestess energy that may have a high frequency, headaches, anxiety, bipolar, I ain't trying to be funny, but some people who are very spiritual are also on borderline of insanity, and I have talked about that, where brilliance and insanity has this thin line. To overcome those challenges, this earth energy, to ground yourself, to get outdoors, and just to kind of stay logical. I don't care if it's like backing away from tarot for a little bit and, putting your cards up or whatever, and just watching a comedy show or just doing something average, you know what I'm saying, to kind of change your circumstances and your outcome, because mentally you could have conflicts because of that. Like your energy is just kind of like off, okay? And then... let's see, let me take one more over here for the High Priestess. Oh, shit. The Two of Cups. So that is undeniable where it comes to relationship factors for some of you. where there could be a third party trying to come in between you and another person that is fickle any fucking way. Because I got the Emperor and the Two of Cups. So I don't know what that's about. It could be a spiritual union. And this, you could be wanting to be the third party in a situation because you feel like that's your person. And or, you know, your person could be coming back trying to mess your stuff up. That does happen. Like, you move on and then all of a sudden it's like, what you doing? I want you back. And you know they're playing games because the Emperor does like to control things and would like to have everything their way. But the Emperor with the High Priestess and the Magician is definitely a sticky situation. But I'm holding the Two Cups here with the Emperor. So more Cancer energy as we're in this Cancer moon. So it talks about right now. So right now, stability is required. You know, a need to plan, strategize, and get in control of your finances. So again, you know, tea with Tana is usually more, I don't know, it's whatever actually. Y'all be looking for the juice. I don't think it's the card's fault. But this reading was definitely about staying afloat because we are all going to experience some unexpecteds. And so this is just, you know, really landed on thick for you to focus on your stability and not so much about outside influences. Okay, that's very important. Now we're going to do the pick a card. So that's group 1. Here we have group 2. You nasty, excuse you, Chris. And group 3. Now for the collective, just flip it over. We have a path with money is waiting for you to find it. See, a lot of finances, a lot of income, a lot of life paths. So that's not bad. We're going to stay out of other people's trauma. Group 1, you have the Dolphin. All right, financial gain, usually coming from something you did in the past. So where we talked about karma and debt, maybe it's some past efforts paying off with that 3 of Wands. Look forward to the future. Group 2, take care. Enemies are working against you. What? With the Bat. All right. That's what it said. Group 3, you have broken ring. Parting of the ways in either romance or business. Okay? So whatever that means for you, if you need a more personalized approach, I have same-day availability for the readings, King. And just be mindful of your communication and your commitments. Because I did just see the Page of Wands and the 3 of Cups. So those entanglements could come about through some form of communication. I don't care if it's something you say, something that someone overhears you saying, something that they saw on your phone, on TV, a note in your pocket. So just be mindful of those things. Until next time, guys. Namaste.